Nope, you are not late. Don't worry. Okay. We're going to start in child's pose when you guys are ready. Hips back to the heels. Arms reach forward. Soften. Please arrive. Hardest part's over. So this week, I was struggling with my message. It just like wasn't coming to me. Usually it comes, and it wasn't coming this week. And I knew why it wasn't coming. So that was good. So walk your arms over to the right and just press into the left hand a little bit. And the reason why it wasn't coming was because I feel like in my world, in our world, things feel lighter, right? Like the cloud, the COVID cloud feels like it's sort of lifting. You know, my kids went back to school with no masks this week and things just feel brighter. Walk your arms to center and over to the other side. And in my family and in my professional life, like things are bright. But then there's, you know, all this horrible turmoil in the world right now. And so it feels like difficult to celebrate our victories, you know, when people are struggling and suffering so much senselessly in other parts of the world. Walk your hands back to center, come up onto your hands and knees. And so this was Tuesday morning, and I was really thinking like, ooh, I have classes starting this week. I have to think about what is my message. So just arch and round a couple times, warming up. And I get this text from a good friend of mine, and it's like a video with this man's face who I don't know who it is. And it doesn't say anything else. She just sends me this video. So I press play, literally don't know who the guy is, don't know if the video is 2 minutes or 2 hours or like what it is. And it's a man telling a story. And I'm gonna share the story with you as we move through practice today, because it was exactly what I needed to hear in that moment. And it became my inspiration for this week. So come to neutral spine, please. Good. And then we're gonna turn the palms the other way. So you're gonna turn your fingertips back towards you and just circle around a little bit. You're circling around, just stretching out through the wrist. Good. So he starts off this story by saying the world feels really divided right now, right? We feel like we're in these unprecedented times, and it's scary, and how are we ever going to come out of that? Right? Flip your hands back forward. And let's bring the chest and chin to the mat. So bend your elbows, let your chest and chin come down. Good. And then we're gonna straighten the legs all the way to the floor. And inhale, come into a little baby cobra, lower shoulders. And he said, I'm gonna tell you a story. Exhale, lower down. Next time you inhale, come a little higher. So maybe halfway. And exhale, lower. And then third time, maybe we're gonna come up even higher. So you're gonna press through the arms, lift the chest, move things around. And let's find our way back to a child's pose for a moment. He said, so in 1969, he was a little boy. And he said, the world was crazy, right? It was in the throes of the Vietnam War, and JFK had been shot, and RFK had been shot, and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and there's the Zodiac killer and Charles Manson, and all these things were happening, and the world felt crazy, right? And he said he was on a long drive with his dad from Bakersfield, I can't remember now where he was going, but Coosa, California. Press back up onto your hands and knees. Inhale, arch your spine, lift the chest. And as you exhale, we're gonna come back into a downward dog. So curl the toes under, press back, pedal it out. So he's on a long drive with his dad, and the car breaks down in the middle of nowhere. So he's like, there's no cell phones, and all my dad had on him money-wise was a gas card. And they were gonna have to walk 9 or 10 miles to the closest town. As you inhale, slide forward to plank. So press into your plank. And while you're in your plank, you're gonna think about it like a cat-cow. So you're gonna arch the spine, roll the shoulder blades together, and then exhale round through the upper back. So it's a subtle movement, the hips stay steady. Good, exhale round, belly is drawing in. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, you got it, good job guys. And last one, squeeze the shoulder blades, round through the upper back. So we're stretching through the rhomboids and then lower all the way to the mat. Good job. Inhale, press into your high cobra. And exhale it back, downward dog. So this cowboy that's driving by stops. And he offers to tow this boy and his dad. And the dad says, well, I don't have any money. I can't pay you. And the guy says, don't worry. Well, don't worry about it. I wasn't going to charge you. He tows them to the service station. So again, we're going to inhale, roll forward to plank. 2 of those little serrated push-ups. So as you inhale, you're isolating the hips. Yep. Good. Slower. One more. You got it. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, nice high cobra. I know, those are really hard. It's like core, it's serratus anterior, exhale it back, downward dog. And we're gonna walk the feet slowly towards the hands. So the guy tows them to the service station and it's Sunday. So the service station's closed. Bend the knees, bring your hands behind your thighs, just hug maybe your elbows, let the head hang. Good. Shaking out the head. And the guy's dad, the little boy's dad keeps saying like, well, I can't pay for this. And he's like, so they go and they find the owner for the auto body shop, like go to his house. And he comes and he opens the shop. Release your arms down. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. And he checks out the car. You inhale, bring your arms around and up. As you exhale, forward fold. So press into the heels as you hinge forward. Inhale, we're going to find our flat back here. Exhale, we're going to move through our plank, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale back, downward dog. So I'm setting the stage for this story. You're setting the stage for your practice, right? We're just checking out what's going on, doing a little strengthening and stretching and inventory. So the auto body guy checks out the car and he needs a new part and he doesn't have the part. So they rustle up the local guy who sells the auto parts for Sunday, right? Go to his house, he comes in, he gets the part. All the while, this kid's dad is saying, I don't have any money. I can't pay for this. Like, how am I going to make this right? Whatever. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop step, float the feet to the hands. Inhale, we're going to find our flat back. Exhale, you're going to fold. Good. Inhale, bring the arms around and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, again, Namaskar A, arms around and up, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, flow through your plank chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale back, downward dog. 5 breaths. So the dad's saying, I can't pay for the part. I can't pay for this. And the cowboy guy says, you know what? I have some watermelons that I need unloaded from this rail car. Why don't you help me with that? And then I'll pay for the part. So this little kid and his dad went and they're unloading watermelons from this, 120-degree car, dripping with sweat after an hour. The car is done. It's fixed, right? Inhale high on the toes, exhale, bend the knees, hop, step, float the feet to the hands. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, we're gonna fold, head hang. Inhale, we're gonna sit into our chair, Waguespack, ground into the heels, soften the toes, feet parallel, relax your shoulders. Broken record, good. So we're opening the heart today, as you will soon discover. Exhale, forward fold, so beginning that process. Inhale, flat back. Exhale moves you through plank chaturanga. So the kid and his dad are just about to get into the car to leave. Inhale. And the auto body guy says, well, wait a second. And this guy describes his dad's face, all the pessimism of having lived through the Great Depression and this mistrust. And he's like, oh, here's the catch, right? That's what he could see in his dad's face. And the auto body guy says, let's lift the right leg. He doesn't say that. I'm saying that. Bend your right knee, draw to your nose, step the foot in between your hands, drop your back knee all the way to the mat. Good. Let's inhale, float the arms all the way up to the sky, soften the shoulders, interlace your fingers and press your palms up to the sky. Let your knee draw forward. Beautiful. Belly's engaged, heart starting to open here. And then we're going to bring the arms out like airplane wings, and you're going to wrap your right arm underneath your left. So let's find eagle arm. As you inhale, look up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to curl and round. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, curl and round. So you're really rounding through that space between your shoulder blades. The one we were just using in our plank. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Unwrap the arms. Set the left hand down. Put the right arm up to the sky. Up to you if you feel like curling those back toes under, lifting the back knee. So the auto body guy says, well, my wife made dinner for all of us, and you guys could have a shower because you're sweaty, and it'll just make the ride better on the way home. So they go to the house. And they have, he said, the best fried chicken he's ever had. Top hand comes down. We're going to come to plank, inhale. And they were on their way. And he said, my dad said barely 3 words the rest of the drive. It was like a 2-hour drive home. Come on back to downward dog. He said, and I was getting ready for bed once we got home, and I was just about to turn off the light, and my dad stood in the doorway. Lift your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, we're going to draw that knee towards the nose, step the foot in between your hands, drop your back knee to the mat. Inhale, float those arms up to the sky, soften the shoulders. Interlace the fingers the opposite way and turn your palms up as you relax the shoulders. Chest is lifting, he said. The dad said, standing in the doorway of his little kid's bedroom, it was just before he's going to go to sleep. He said, whatever you see on TV, whatever you see on the news, whatever you read in the newspaper, this is how people are. Arms reach out to the side. Left arm wraps underneath right for eagle arms. And he says, a month later, Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Inhale, draw your gaze up to the sky. As you exhale, curl and round. So it's such a powerful reminder of the humanity that we live with every day. Inhale, lift the chest. It's really easy to get sucked up in all of the atrocities of the world. Exhale, round, and they matter. They really do matter. But how do we bring goodness? Inhale and exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Unwrap the arms. Set that right hand down inside the foot. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Okay. How do we believe that whatever the turmoil is in the world, that it's going to get better? Somebody's proverbially going to land on the moon, right? Things are going to change. And the way I think about it is that kindness, it exists, right? We know it. We've had people be kind to us. So we start with our kindness to ourselves here on the mat. That's what we're cultivating now, heart opening, and then we bring it out there in the world. Top hand comes down, meet through your vinyasa to downward dog. That's how we can celebrate the good things while we have compassion and understanding for what's happening in the world. Because things can exist together. Which gave me permission to feel that we can be bigger than ourselves, right? Okay, next inhale, we're gonna come high on the feet. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, sit into your chair, use Utkatasana. I don't know why my music stopped, I'm just fixing it. Okay. There we go. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here. Exhale, move through your plank, chaturanga. Please skip whatever you need to. So we're cultivating humanity for ourselves, right? Acceptance, roll it back, downward dog. Maybe dedicating your practice to that, those kindnesses that exist every day. That's how people are, right? We forget that when we read the news. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot in between the hands, drop your back knee. Inhale, float the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the arms out to the side. Right arm underneath, left. Good, inhale, look all the way up to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna curl and round. And then you're gonna come up to neutral and see if you can curl those back toes under and lift the back knee. Good, breathe. Squeezing through the belly, letting it be a back bend if you can, sliding those arms up, good hands, working towards straightening that back leg. Then we're gonna open to warrior two. So windmill it open, warrior two. Bending into that front knee, turn those palms up. Let's reverse the warrior. Good, staying nice and bent through the front knee. Good. Arms are gonna come back to warrior two. We're gonna interlace those hands behind the back, roll your shoulder blades together, lift the chest. And as you exhale, we're gonna hinge and fold on top of or inside the thigh, letting the head go. Shaking out the head. Okay, both hands are gonna come down inside the foot. All right, back heel's gonna lift, but we're gonna flip the hands back the other way, all right? So I know this feels weird, it feels uncomfortable, it feels strange. We're just gonna have some faith, right? Faith in humanity, faith in ourselves, faith in our bodies. So options here, actually we're gonna do that in a minute. Flip the hands back. And we're gonna move through vinyasa. So come back through. If you want it, skip what you need to. Good. Inhale. Exhale it back. Good. Breathe here. Okay, second side. Left leg's gonna lift. Inhale. As you exhale, knee's gonna come to the nose. Step the foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee all the way to the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Good, exhale, arms come out like airplane wings. Inhale, left arm underneath right, find those eagle arms, look up. Exhale, we're gonna curl and round over that front knee. Inhale, we're gonna come up to center, curl those back toes under if you can, float that back knee up. Squeezing the buttocks. Good, knee moves out towards the pinky toe side of the foot. You got it. Back knees lifted. Beautiful, Caitlin. And we're going to open it up to warrior two. Ground through that back heel. Bend into the front knee. Arms reaching forward and back. We're going to turn those palms up. We're going to reverse the warrior. Good. Keeping the knee moving out towards the pinky toe side of the foot if you can. Beautiful, Natalia. Nice. Coming back to warrior two, arms are nice and strong. We're going to float the left hand back to interlace with the right. We're rolling those shoulder blades towards each other, lifting the chest. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold inside that front knee. Good. Arms are coming off the back if they can. Just let your head hang. Yeah. Good. Beautiful, Caitlin. And then step both hands inside your front foot as you lift off the back heel. We're going to flip the fingers back. So again, you're stretching through your forearms and your wrist flexors. Right. Okay, flip the hands back forward. And we'll meet in downward dog. So you decide how you get there. Good. Inhale and exhale. Okay, plant the left foot, step the right foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Rousing through that back heel and big toe, wrapping the hips forward. As you exhale, we're going to open to warrior two. Front heel lines up with back heel or arch. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Knee moves out towards pinky toe side of the foot. Right forearm comes to right thigh. Left arm is going to reach up. We'll float it over. So a nice side angle here. Pressing into the outer edge of the back foot, reaching all the way into that index finger. Nice and long. Yeah. As you inhale, we're going to come up, clasp the hands behind your back, roll your shoulder blades towards each other. As you exhale, we're going to fold forward. Good. Hands are going to come inside that front foot. Lift off the back heel. Flip the palm back. So the fingers point back. You're going to turn your right toes out to the right and step the left foot up into a Malasana. Okay? Good. Breathing here. Let's bring the hands to the heart. And right arm's going to come inside right leg and left arm's going to reach up to the sky. Pressing into the outer edge of the feet if you can. And then bring the hands back. And we'll switch. Left arm inside, left leg, right arm up. Good. Hands are going to come back down. We're going to meet in downward dog. So you decide how you get there. Float your way back. Just walk it back. Use your breath. Good. Softening the shoulders. Good. All right. Second side. We're going to plant that right foot, step the left foot forward. Warrior one, inhale. Good. As you exhale, it's warrior two. Opening it up. Good. We're going to find our side angle now. So left forearm comes down, right arm up. Did we do reverse on that first side? I don't think so. Okay. Like I thought we did not. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Really opening that side body up. Beautiful, Fred. Nice straight arm. Good work. I know, what happened to you? Okay. I noticed that. Inhale, come on up. Interlace the hands behind the back. That seems like a sad thing. As you exhale, we're gonna fold inside that front leg. Arms come off the back. Breathing here. Okay, set the hands down inside that front foot. Lift off the back heel. We're gonna flip that. We're gonna flip the hands back so the fingers point towards you, and then we're gonna step up into our Malasana again. Yeah. Good. So this time it's Bakasana if you want, or you can work in any version of Malasana that suits you. So if you're working into Bakasana, I would love you to think about the space between your shoulder blades as you come forward. Okay, so there's a rounding that happens here. I'd love you to think about that a little bit more today than normal as you round through the upper back. Belly draws in. Good, Pam. Nice, Natalia. Good, Ruthie. Just ground into your hands. So not just your fingertips, your palms too. Press everything down. And belly draws in. Ah, you got it. That's all. Yeah. All right. Downward dog. You got it. You had a little faith, right? You believed in yourself. You believed in your body. Good. Fan, sure. Yeah. It's all labeled nicely for me now too. Okay. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Good. Feet are hip distance. Grab your big toes with your first two fingers and thumbs. Inhale, look forward, roll into the feet, just massage them out, and then we're gonna exhale and fold. Good. Okay, so we're moving into tree. Now you decide if you want to stay hooked onto those right big toe, the right big toe, or you want to roll all the way up first and then bring your foot up. So if you're hooking the big toe, you can bring it up with you. So when you're ready, hands come to the heart. And then maybe they're going to reach all the way up to the sky. Soften the shoulders. And so sometimes things feel so overwhelming, like it's never going to get better. But somebody lands on the moon and it gets better, right? Arms come out to the side. So you're going to wrap the right arm underneath the left. I know this is weird. Eagle arms with tree legs. But have no fear, we're gonna come into eagle now. So bring your right leg around. Squeeze those inner thighs. Maybe hook the elbows over the knees. And then we're gonna unwrap the arms, unwrap the leg. We're meeting in standing split. So bring your hands down to standing split, let your head hang. And you're gonna turn the fingers back again. So turn the palms so that your fingers point back. Head's gonna hang here. And let's bend that left knee a little bit and step the right foot back about 3 feet. If it's still available to you, you're gonna keep the fingers turning back. If not, you flip them the other way. We're coming into triangle, forward bend. Good. Okay, flip the hands back, step the right foot up to meet the left. Hip distance apart, slide your hands all the way underneath your feet. The normal way, head hangs. If you need bend in the knees, feel free. to do that. Okay, slide the hands out from underneath your feet. If you hooked your right big toe, then go ahead and do the same thing with the left. And draw the left leg up or come up first. Good. Pressing into the standing big toe. Hands start off at the heart. Feel free to keep the toes down or use a wall. Good. Sometimes we have those days where we feel unsteady. It's okay. We're all human, right? Have compassion, acceptance, arms come out to the side. We're gonna bring left arm underneath right for eagle arms. So eagle arms and tree legs. Beautiful, Ruthie. And then you're gonna float that left leg around the right for eagle. Sitting into your eagle. If you wanna hook the elbows over the knees, feel free. Squeeze those inner thighs, round through the upper back, same area. Moving those shoulder blades away from each other. We're gonna unravel everything and meet in a standing split. Good, so the head is hanging. Now if it's available, you're gonna turn those palms back. Yeah, stretching through the forearms, your wrists, letting the head hang. You feel okay here, you're gonna bend the standing knee for a moment, step the lifted foot back behind you if you can, keeping. Good, Natalia, nice. Good, Pam, you're so flexible, Pam. Even your wrists are flexible. Good. Okay, we're gonna flip those hands back around. And set the back foot up to meet the front. Let's sit into our chair, Utkatasana. Good. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna twist, left elbow outside right knee. Draw your knees up to the sky, grounding into those heels. Elbow points up. Beautiful. Bring all your focus into your right leg. We're gonna step that left leg back behind us for our lunge twist. Yeah, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Good. As you exhale, both hands are gonna come down inside your front foot. We're gonna flip the hands back again, and we're gonna come to plank this way. So I know it's weird. Here we are, we're in our plank. Good. Breathe, maybe round through the upper back, keep the belly strong, 2 more breaths. Good, and then drop the knees to the mat. Flip the hands back around, chest and chin lower to the mat. Good. As you inhale, we're gonna come to Sphinx pose. So you're gonna press your forearms down to the mat, ground through the hands and the elbows, and lift the chest. Yeah. Okay, options from here to curl the back toes under and lift those back knees up into a dolphin plank. Okay, use the forearms. Yeah. And then we're gonna walk the feet a little closer as we come into dolphin. Hips are lifted. One hand at a time is gonna press back into the mat as you come to downward dog, and then inhale, come high on the toes, and exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back here. Exhale, we're gonna fold, head hang. Let's sit into our chair again, Utkatasana. Pressing back into the heels. Good. Hands come to the heart. So right elbow is going to tuck outside left knee now. Top elbow points up. We're sitting back a little deeper. Bring all your energy, your focus, your weight into that left foot and step the right foot back behind you. Good. Squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. And then as you exhale, both hands are going to come inside your front foot. Turn the hands back. You got it. Stepping to your plank and holding plank. Good. We're going to drop those knees to the mat now and flip the hands back forward as you lower your chest and chin to the mat. Good. As you inhale, we're going to come into Sphinx. So press into the forearms, lift the chest, retract those shoulder blades. Belly is strong here. Curl those toes under. Maybe we're going to lift the legs. Beautiful. Nice and strong, guys. And then we're going to walk the feet in as we press the hips up and come into our dolphin. Good. Let's lift your right leg up in your dolphin. And then lower the right leg and lift the left. Both sides. Good. Bring that foot down, press up into your downward dog. Good. And we're gonna roll forward to plank. And lower all the way onto your belly, please. Good. A little more heart opening today, right? In order to connect to our faith in humanity, our acceptance, our joy, we need to open that heart. So hands are gonna come underneath the shoulders, chin tucks into the chest. We're gonna lift the legs first, and then the chest, and then bring the chin away. Good. Legs are gonna squeeze towards each other. Yeah. Hands are gonna hover off the mat. Beautiful. Exhale, lower right ear to the mat. Wiggle out your hips. Good. Bring your chin back into your chest. Reach your arms forward. So we're going to get nice and long here. As you inhale, we're lifting legs, chest, arms, chin. Good. Inner thighs squeeze towards each other. And then we're going to bring those arms out like airplane wings. Lift. And then interlace the hands behind your back. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other. Come a little higher. Beautiful. And lower it all the way down left here to the mat. Wiggling out those hips. Let's make our way into a child's pose for a moment. As you do though, really try to round through the upper back as you articulate back. So it's like you're coming to a cat almost into your child's pose. And then we're gonna come up. So I'm gonna ask you guys to sit on your heels for a moment. So I'm gonna show you where we were building towards. You've done most of it already. Does that make you feel better? Okay, you can just watch. That's cool. So it's swan and peacock is where we're going. I'm going to show you swan, and then peacock is the next step. So we're going to come up to standing, wide-legged. You're going to turn your palms back. I'm just going to show you, and then I'll walk you through it. Okay. And then you're gonna walk back to plank. So we did this. This is awesome, right? We know this. The next set is the one that's the most difficult to get your head around, but it's not hard. You're gonna bend the elbows. So notice how I moved my hands a little closer to each other than a normal plank. Now the goal is elbows wanna hook into those hip bones, head is down, toes are down, this is swan. All right, swan, no worries. If you want to try peacock, you're gonna lift the head and the leg, okay? Swan is awesome. Okay, stand up everybody. Wide-legged forward fold at the top of the mat. Turn your palms back and you're gonna walk it back to plank. Look at you, mister. I'm just gonna watch. You just did it. Okay, good. Elbows bend back. So the elbows feel strange. So you want to tuck the elbows underneath. So if you have to walk your hands a little closer together to do it. Yeah, you got it, Natalia. Squeeze the belly in as much as you can and round through that upper back. Yes. All right. Woohoo. Okay. I know Michelle's rocking it at home. I can't see her, but I know she did it. Okay. Are both your elbows all the way under? Because once your elbows support your hip bones, then you really can look. Yeah. You want to wedge your elbows right into your hip bones, so it's like a shelf holding up your hip. Forward. Like I literally can't. Like if I'm down here, I can't. I think that there's a reason for that. I can't remember why now anatomically, but I think it's because the shoulders are locked in if they're straight. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the elbows have to, you want your hands a little closer together so that you can tuck those elbows underneath. Right, so Pam, if you bring your hands closer together, it's gonna bring your elbows closer together. Yeah. You're super close. So anyway, good job, guys. Okay, woohoo. Pigeon time. You ready for that? We could do that, right? Okay, come to downward dog. All about having faith, right? Having faith. Things are gonna work out. Right leg's gonna lift. Inhale. Bend the knee, bring it to your nose. Actually, let's set the foot in between the hands first. Drop the back knee, Anjaneyasana. And then we're gonna straighten that front leg as you bring the hands down. So half Hanuman. If you want a full Hanuman or work towards it, feel free. Just lengthening out through the hamstrings a little bit, the glutes. So in Mayurasana, you have to squeeze your glutes really tight to get those legs up. So we're just going to stretch them a little bit. And then bend into the right knee, walk the right foot out to the right a little bit. Keep the left hand down, bend the left foot. See if you can grab this foot. So we bend the left foot, bend the left knee. So we also use quads and hip flexors. So we're just getting those guys. Good, all right, release that out now. Walk the right foot across towards your left wrist, coming to pigeon. So I love that story because I loved how The man describes his father with this like intense pessimism of humanity because he lived through the Great Depression and World War II. And I feel like we have that now in our culture, right? This suspicion and this like belief that people are not inherently good, but they are. So as we can connect to and recognize that kindness in our lives, there are times that we've experienced that kindness, right? A stranger going out of their way for us. It just helps us remember that is how people are, despite whatever we read or see. And we're going to make our way back to downward dog. Shaking out the right leg a little bit, just wiggle it around. Good. All right, left leg's gonna lift, inhale. Knee is gonna draw to the nose, step the foot in between the hands, drop your back knee all the way to the mat. Good. Inhale, come up high into your Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands on either side of that front foot. Shift your weight into the back leg. Hold here. And two more back. And then shift your way back, bend into the left knee. Right hand down, bend your right knee and see if the hand can grab the foot. Just stretch through that quad. And then release that out. Walk your left foot across towards your right wrist. Bring the fold here. Second side. Three more breaths here. Let's make our way back to downward dog, shaking out the left leg a little bit. And let's drop onto the hands and knees. You're going to take the right arm and bring it out to the right. And let's just thread it underneath. So we're gonna stretch through the rhomboids now because we use them a lot today. Maybe this left arm floats up to the sky, maybe it wraps around. And come on up. We're gonna switch sides, left arm out to the left. Thread it underneath. Maybe shoulder and head come down. Right arm might reach up. Wrap it. And then we're gonna press up onto our hands and knees. And bring the legs forward. Let's keep the knees bent and the feet planted, and we're gonna roll all the way onto our back. And plant the feet down underneath the knees. We're gonna do 2 final back bends, 2 final heart openers, right? Maybe it's bridge, maybe it's Urdhva Dhanurasana. Good. So you've completed your second one. Here comes the happy baby. So knees are gonna come wide, grab your feet with your hands, and just roll from side to side, massaging out the thoracic spine, a little bit of getting the serratus. And then draw the knees together, cross your right knee over your left, and then float this whole setup over to the left. Arms in the T, head to the right. And then bring your knees back in, cross and recross, so left knee over right, and float over to the right. And then draw your knees back to center, and we're gonna slowly lower the legs all the way to the floor. Arms down by your side. Coming into your Savasana. So as you surrender the body for these few moments, perhaps draw yourself into your intention for your practice, right? To connect to that humanity, to cultivate it in yourself, to believe that it exists, to be able to celebrate the joys and still acknowledge the sorrows, to be with all of it.